Yeah, good evening, class. Good evening, class. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome to the first lecture for summer. I'm Mr. Pobi, and I'm taking you for this course. I'm sure I know everybody on the list, just that we are not seeing our faces. Okay, and it's better that way, else bandwidth will be reduced for those of you having challenges with internet connectivity. Okay, we try to avoid a video as much as possible. Very well. So as you're aware of the process, um, uh, lectures are online, okay? And we'll also be having forums using Google Class. And we'll also have our normal assignments on Limas, okay? And it's going to be timely. So just after every class, there is going to be a forum and an assignment, okay? Just to follow up on what you have learned during the online class. And we also have the WhatsApp platform for interaction. If you have any issues, you can just, post it on the WhatsApp platform. And if you have some personal issues you want to discuss with me personally, okay, probably not on the WhatsApp platform too, you can as well contact me, okay, on my WhatsApp number, and I'll get in touch with you. Yeah. Now, I'm sure more people will be registering for the course. Who is a course rep for the course? Who is a course rep? Who is course rep for this course?
I have no idea.
Okay, okay. But who is the administrator on WhatsApp?
Let me check.
Okay.
There are 4. There are 4. Yeah.
Okay.
The only person I know among them is Edna. For the 3, and the one is Prof. Mike, self-made prince, and the one Nimi. Let me ask in the group.
Okay, Prof. Mike is the lecturer. It's myself.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. So a number of you have logged in. We want to begin with the class. Okay. So engineering mathematics 3, okay? And I'm the lecturer. I hope you can see my screen. Class, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir, you can see it.
Okay, good. Yeah, so that is my email address. And that's my phone number as well, okay, if you have to contact me. Now, the course description is written here, but the detailed content is on the course outline I sent to you. Okay, so I'll quickly, like we usually do, I'll take you through the course outline briefly before we proceed with the course, okay? Because that is supposed to serve as a guide for everything we are going to do in class. So let's move on to the course outline, which you should have because I posted on the platform as well. Okay. So if you've read the course outline, you'll notice that the course is in 2 main areas, 2 broad areas. It's a combination of discrete mathematics and numerical methods. Okay, and when it comes to discrete mathematics, we are talking about logical operations on counting numbers or numbers, okay, generally. Okay, so it says that this first part of the course teaches students techniques in how to think logically and mathematically and apply these techniques in solving problems, okay? Problems like what? Computer arithmetic, computer programming. You talk about digital electronics. I mean, a lot of these digital stuffs are based on the concept of discrete mathematics, password creation, okay? Password creation are all discrete mathematics. Then issues about graphs and all that to our networking. Okay, so discrete mathematics is very relevant science, okay, or component of science in today's world, okay. Then the second aspect of the course focuses on numerical methods, okay, for engineering problems. Now, when we talk about numerical methods, what do we mean? Of course, we are talking about techniques which depend on numbers or figures, okay, and can be used for prediction and for analysis. So for example, we want to predict the temperature of an object at a particular point in time, okay? And we have no quick analytical method or manual solution for that. We can follow numerical techniques to find that for us. And it's not limited. We have several numerical techniques for linear systems, what you call us, maybe 2x2 equations, 3x3 equations, 4x4 equations with 4 unknowns, okay? Yeah, we have numerical methods for solving ordinary differential equation. We have numerical methods for, numerical linear interpolation, curvilinear interpolation, and so many other numerical techniques. Okay, so we say that the course will introduce students to a number, to numerical methods to solving linear systems such as Gaussian elimination, pivotal Gaussian elimination, Gauss-Jordan solutions to differential equations, which will include the Horns, Euler's, Taylor, Kiran-Shkuta methods. Then we'll also look at linear and quadratic interpolation techniques. We look at numerical differentiation and numerical integration. So this is the whole content of your material. When you go to Libas, you find the corresponding notes for each of these topics, okay? But below is a summary of how these topics will be taught. We have the course objectives here, what you are expected to achieve at the end of the day, okay? Then we have the course outcomes. Then I have my reference books which are available online, okay? They are available online. So go online, you find some of these books. At least if you get one of the numerical techniques like Anita 2012 numerical technique for scientists, and then if you should get Susanna discrete mathematics, these are the books I'm using. Susanna, I have Anita's book. Anita's book, I have the hard copy. Susanna is the soft copy, but I bought it. So you can also go online and then search for any of these books. Yeah, I think Introduction to Modern Algebra will be of help to you because we'll be looking at numerical techniques to linear systems, okay? So once you have these 3 books, you should be good enough, good to go, okay, for this course. Yeah. Then these are the topical, or let me say the weekly topics which we're going to look at in class. Okay, and here since we are looking at 2 topics, or let me say we are having 2 meetings in a week, then it means that we'll be treating 2 weeks, okay, 2 weeks in 1 week for the summer. So for example, today's class, we are supposed to be tackling the content for week 1, which is set theory. Okay, and then the Wednesday class will be tackling the content for week 2, okay, which will be on relations. Then the following week, we'll be tackling week 3 and week 4. Okay, so that is how we'll be going through the course. So take note of it and then try and follow the content for class. In other words, what I'm saying is try to read ahead, okay? I've already given you the reference text. So once you have them, you can read ahead before we come to class, okay? That will also help us since it's an online session. Then, so we have a number of topics to cover. Yeah, let me not forget this. So when you look on the course outline, you can clearly see that the lecture notes on LIMAS, okay, have also been provided alongside. So for example, if you are looking at set theory, when you go to lesson note 1.1.1, you should have it there, okay? And then these assignments here, ideally, if we were in class, we would have been having a quiz for week 1 on your related previous knowledge, okay? But since we are not there, we'll be looking at online activities like forums and assignments on LIMAS, okay? So take note, when you go to LIMAS, the corresponding lesson notes are there for you. So just get to LIMAS and download the notes. If you're having challenges, in the last class, some of my students claimed they were not seeing the notes, okay? And the administrator had to come and help them on where to go. It's on the platform, but you have to go to a particular section to download them. So if you're having those challenges, let's know or just contact the IT office so that they assist you how to download the notes. Okay. Yeah. Then we go to how your course will be evaluated. We'll be evaluating you based on class participation. Okay, as usual, your class attendance, mid-semester exams, coursework, which are your assignments or labors, and then end of semester examination. Now, this you already know, so I'll not talk much about that. We're also aware of the grading system. Now, what I want to stress more on is academic honesty, okay? Academic honesty. So as we go along, several instructions will be given you, okay, from the university on how to be honest, okay, with regards to your academic work. And you need to take it very seriously, okay, especially on issues of plagiarism, etc. So you want to avoid the habit of trying to beat the system, okay, through fake plagiarism reports and copied assignments and all that. Please, you know me very well. You don't want to try that with me because I'll score you 0. Even if your plagiarism report says 0% and it's a copied work, I'll score you 0 and then explain to you why I should score you 0. So take note of that. Summer is not too pleasant being online without seeing your lecturer. Some of you always want to see the lecturer right on the board, okay? It's a different system. So try to be honest. After all the stress, you should get a better grade, okay? Rather than trying to beat the system and scoring a poor grade. We will not be happy. We will all not be happy with it. So try and be honest as much as possible, okay? And follow the instruction. Yeah, now if the rules are there very clear, if you allow anybody to copy you, you also be scored 0 as well. Okay, so whether you allow the person to copy or you copy it, you all be scored 0. Last semester I had students who who claimed that, in fact, I scored them 0 for mid-semester, and the student claims he didn't copy. Then I showed his work to him and showed him about 10 more people who had copied his work from beginning to end. The only thing they were smart enough not to change was they were smart enough to change was their ID number. Okay, and then when he saw about 10 people replicating his work, he was surprised and had to admit that he sent it to a friend. He thought the friend was loyal, and the friend also sent it to a friend who was loyal, and that person also sent it to a friend who was loyal. By the time we realized, 11 people are copied the same mid-semester exams, and they all scored 0. So please don't do that. Okay, try to avoid that scenario. Don't try to outsmart the system. Do an independent work. If a colleague calls for your assistance on anything, you can try and explain the topic, but don't try to solve that question for the individual. Okay, because that person will end up putting you into trouble. So try and avoid all that to make the program a success. And once you are being dishonest too, in the long run, you see, these things will be will be audited. And if the right thing is not done, the credibility of your certificate is also going to be in question. So try to do an independent work so that this online process instituted by the university is going to be very successful. Okay, very well. Okay, so read carefully the course material, the course outline, and the do's and don'ts, okay, the university policy on grading and honesty, okay, before the next class, so that you know what to do and what not to do. Very well. On that note, we want to continue to today's class. Okay. So, yeah, I think we've looked at the course objective already. I've also recommended these books, and I'm saying that try to download these books for your personal reading. It will be very helpful. Yeah. Now, there are also books, materials on Limas Plus. Okay, I don't know if that has been fixed yet. Okay, but there are materials, very good materials on Limas Plus and Limas Plus Plus. Not only PDF, but we have videos and audios as well. But I don't know if it's functioning now. If it is, then it's going to be very useful for this course. So try to access it, okay? And give me a feedback as to whether that those functionalities are working, are still operating on Limas, the new Limas we have. So today we're looking at the concept of sets, okay? We're looking at the concept of sets. And I have a pre-recorded lecture. I'm not sure the sound is too clear, but let me play it. If it's not working, I'll go through everything again. Okay. So I'll lower the volume and then try to teach along. Okay. Yeah, so we're looking at the concept of sets, okay? Set theory is very important, okay? Set just tells us it's a collection of well-defined objects, okay? So in other words, a collection of items which are governed by a particular what? Definition. Okay, so examples are the collection of students taking some courses, collection of lecturers at a university, collection of real numbers between 0 and then we have two main ways of outlining a set, okay? The first means is listing the elements within the set, or what we call as listing the members of the set. Please just give me a minute, let me sort this out. Yeah, I'm having some little challenge here. Just a minute.
Okay, sir.